Hello everyone, hope you're having a great day and welcome back to another video on the channel. And in today's video, I'm going to talk about Storm and why I think as a community, we really need to just boycott the school entirely. Now, as a PvE player or a more low rank player, you're probably going to be like, Liam, what the hell are you talking about? For the longest time, if you actually play at a decently high rank or you play the game at all in PvP, you will know that Storm has been basically the worst school for years and years on end. And as of recently, Kingsall has actually buffed the other two schools, which are Fire and Ice, who were also really bad, and they're actually in a good healthy spot in the game right now. However, Storm is the only school that they left to be unplayable, and I honestly don't really know what else we can do as a community or like as a content creator, because I made so many buff Storm videos, as you guys know, on the channel. I stream every day and I literally talk to the devs pretty much every day, like in Discord DMs. So I don't really know what else we can do aside from just simply literally boycotting the school. But ultimately, I think it's just really silly when you can have somebody who is like a Fire who is new to the game as a recruit Fire, and they can actually beat a Warlord Storm because of the cards they pack that do not follow their identity. For example, if a Fire packs Set Shields and Fire Golems, you would rather be the Fire in that matchup because it's easier to win and you're breaking your identity. You can essentially make the match so the Storm will never ever get to hit you and you will kill them before the Storm actually has to hit you at all or get a good hit off. And the other matchup Storm's supposed to counter, which is Life, you can only basically beat that matchup if you are hard set for their heals. And keep in mind, guys, right, this is not low rank play I'm talking about high rank play. There's a big skill gap between, low rank Lives and a high rank Life, right? If you're a Storm and you play a high rank Life, if you're not packing like 4 Tritons at least, and you pull your Dark Surges and Strikes correctly, you will lose that matchup. And then every other matchup in the game just has an easier time killing you, like Balance, like Myth, Death, obviously, that kind of thing, Ice as well. So basically you have a school that essentially cannot do anything right in any matchup, and their cards are also just so bad, Like, you look at a school like Death where they have like the best cards at every pip pretty much, right? I've seen so many bad Death players get like to the mid to the high ranks that have been recruit for the past like year, I would say, or something, right? And I've seen so many Death Wizards just play horrible, but because their school has like the best cards at every pip, they can do anything and win. And that's not me being like disrespectful or dissing the Death mains. I know there's like a huge Death main crowd out there and all. It's not your guys' fault that the school is broken, it's the devs' fault, which is why I'm saying we literally need to just boycott the entire Storm school, essentially. And it's no coincidence any Storm player who's ever gotten high rank in the game, we all say the same things. It's because when you play on a Storm, the experience is like no other, and I mean that in a bad way, like it's literally hell. And to hit Captain on Storm is essentially hitting like Warlord on any other school right now. But regardless of all this feedback and regardless of all this videos and everything, the devs just refuse to buff it or to make any changes around the meta. And honestly, this new gear they have and a couple of the changes for Storm look pretty good. And, as a Storm main, I think it would be pretty exciting to try out this stuff. But unfortunately, I just know what's going to happen. I said the Fire's gonna golem me, the Death's gonna click any card and win, and every other school is just gonna out-trade me, and I'm going to lose. And keep in mind, guys, right, I'm not saying this as somebody who's like literally dog shit at the game. I was the first one to hit Warlord on Storm at the hardest league to play. If you don't PvP, you probably won't realize how big of an accomplishment that actually is. But as of right now, we have myself, and then Soul Sword, and then Cass recently got Warlord on the school. And I can't imagine what it's like to be like a lower ranked Storm player, but like you just make a couple of mistakes here and there. Because like I said, right, if you talk to anyone that's high rank on the school and all, it's like if you make a mistake or sometimes you make no mistakes and you still lose because you simply just got school diffed, and that's not healthy for the game at all. And it's just really frustrating for me because obviously, I'm a Storm main, you guys know that here on the channel, but it just generally makes me want to rip my hair out, and it's so toxic that I want to play my school. People are like, Liam, why are you playing Storm? You know it's bad. I know it's bad. Why are you doing this? And like, I get it. You guys are trying to help me, but it's just frustrating when I just want to play my school because I like my school, but the devs just do not support this godforsaken school anymore. They'll give every other school everything under the sun, but to say screw Storm. And then I look crazy when I say stuff like, oh, I don't think Storm is far off of being a good school, or other people say that, they're like, Liam, well, it's clearly dog shit. Yes, it is dog shit. But if they fix the things to actually make the game function as they intended to, Storm wouldn't be as bad as it is currently right now in this meta. And when we have unbearable metas drag on for so long, like we have with this one and the Banshee meta, it just makes the content creators really bitter, which is probably something you've seen in the past year for PvP content creators. The numbers are down unless it's new people who just got their raid gear ready or bought the new fairy pack to, you know, try PvP. They're just less and less high rank players than ever, and nobody's having fun unless you are on the death school or you are doing a PvE strat on a good school. I don't want to make this video and talk about like literally everything bad about Storm, because that's what I did in my last one, is I, you know, constructively went over everything bad about the school, so I'm not going to do that again here. I guess a positive for Storm is they tested out their, you know, combat model of Storm in the Rapid Rumble, and it did come out on top. But the thing is, that's not accurate because, well, how could it ever be accurate? I'm a firm believer that Storm literally just needs a couple of the cards to actually do something and be decent, and the game actually needs to function as intended, because the way I envision things and when I you know, write things down and, you know, make them make sense and all, is basically everything in the game is designed to screw Storm in the ass. So like, if we can not do that and make the game function and like give it a couple of good cards to keep up with tempo and all, I don't think the school is bad at all. Or if I'm playing a fire and not getting golemed and I can't hit the whole game and I'm dead, or like a death hitting and stunning me over and over and I'm dead, you know, fixing that kind of stuff would be really helpful and nice too. But I genuinely believe as a community, like, we literally just need to stop playing the school, boycott the school entirely, right? I just don't think it's healthy for anybody. I wouldn't recommend it. Same thing with my friends like Soul Sword, Cass. No, we would not recommend Storm PvP to our greatest enemy out there, man. You know? And that's really saying something. It mentally deteriorates you because you have to play so much better than your opponent and you're not even going to win half the time. You can't make a single mistake, even if it's the most minute mistake ever. Meanwhile, you have other schools that can make multiple mistakes, big or small, and they'll still kick your ass. It's really, really annoying because Storm mains are frustrated about their identity being stripped away from them ever since Rochambeau came out. But genuinely, as a community, like, I don't know what else to do, because if the devs simply do not want the school to be played, what more as a community can we do aside from boycotting the school and not playing it because of how unplayable it is? So that's why I'm here making this video today. If you are a Storm player, if you're a Storm main and you want a PvP, at least at max level, I cannot speak for lower levels, okay guys, like, you know, Legend, Grand, Exalt, I don't really play down there, I don't know, but at least for max level, stop playing this school. It's not going to make you a better player at all. It's not going to do anything for your mental or your psyche. It's just going to deteriorate you, make you frustrated, waste your time, and it's not good. And I absolutely hate that it's gotten to the point where I feel like I need to make a boycott an entire school video and all, but like, I generally don't know what else to do as a content creator when the updates are so bad for this long and the school is so bad for this long. Like, what else are we supposed to do? And it's really sad when I hop on like a good school like Balance or Death, and I'm not even looking at my cards half the time, and I just beat a Marshall, and it's like, okay, I mean, all right. But on a Storm, I can be locked in, focusing, making the best move, you know, not making any mistakes, maybe making like a, you know, maybe like a mid play, and then, oh, I lose the game because of that. It's not the perfect move every turn. I lose. It's stupid. It's not healthy, and like I said, I would not wish it upon my worst enemy to play the school the way it's been for the past couple of years. And again, as a casual, you're probably like, oh, this is probably just a rant video. Or if you don't play the game at a high rank and you think you know what you're talking about, sorry to break it to you, but you need to get better at the game, and then you will maybe understand how the systems and how the game functions and all. I hate to be that guy. I hate to be an asshole, but the truth is the truth. But yeah, that's everything I got for you guys. I will continue to communicate with the developers on how they can make the game better, more balanced, more healthy, and, you know, again, try and get the school of Storm to be as great as it used to be and healthy as it used to be. It's just really sad to see, man, because sometimes I just want to hop on Wiz and play my favorite school, but it just really feels like shit when I know the game is working against me the whole time. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Leave a comment about your thoughts down there below, and leave a like or dislike. I don't really care, honestly. But yeah, I'm gonna head out. I will see you guys on the next one. Thank you for watching. Okay, bye.